still keep marching on. Dark clouds of fear, I wish I could see the sun. So many questions at the back of my mind. So many battles, none of them are even mine. But I've gotta keep fighting for you to sleep peaceful night. Oh, I gotta keep moving, gotta cross every single line. Yes, I gotta keep fighting. Oh no, I cannot look behind. This is a journey that I must unbind. Oh yeah, I'm scared, but it's what makes me stronger. I'll stand my ground in the midst of the spell. Wish that you'd never encounter this danger. I keep on fighting, draw my strength from fear. I found my purpose, descended from the light. A purpose so strong, it keeps me moving through the night. It's better that I go instead of being you. These wars that I am fighting, I'll see them all through. Guess I gotta keep fighting with this haunting fear in my heart. Oh, I gotta keep moving, I keep on moving fast. I've gotta keep fighting, pay the price to see the end. This is a journey that I must unbind. Oh yeah, I'm scared, but it's what makes me stronger. I'll stand my ground in the midst of the spell. Wish that you never encounter this danger. I keep on fighting, draw my strength from fear.
There we go. Hey, what's up, survivors? It's Jay of TeamWnJ here. Welcome back to episode 70 of the Levaslier production diary. Harry will not be joining us today. I actually had a special guest planned for today. Dade was gonna come over and stay the night, so he was gonna be in the stream with us. Excuse me, but something happened and he's not here. Excuse me. Angela was predicting that I would choke during the stream, and I actually did. In the stream right now, we have Zamted. Hey, welcome back. You asked me for a shout out last stream. I said come back next stream and you're gonna get a shout out. Here you go. I guarantee you, every single time you come into the stream, if I see a comment and you're into the live stream, I'm gonna read your name out. Zamted, welcome back. Harry's here moderating. Thank you very much. Angela, what's going on? SkyAndrexD, welcome back. Wolfie Plays, good to see you again. Sam was asking me a few questions on Discord, so I can answer them on stream. He asked me some building questions. Harry, ready? Yes, naturally, you get another shout out. Your hair looks pretty good. Thank you. I've actually got to get it cut. It's a bit too long for me. Like, I like the shape of it, but it's just a bit too long. Yes, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Okay, so I'm gonna pop open back to Tradebreak really quickly, and let me show you what we've done so far. Last stream you saw us do the farms. What I've gone and done after that is do the entire wall around the city. Right, so all these walls around here, all the way until this guardhouse has all been completed. As for the back walls, I'm not going to be using these town walls on the back because this side is like a big hill. So I'm going to be terraforming a little bit to make sure that this is not possible for bandits to run down, for example. Titan Dragon, what's going on? Welcome back to the stream. Gume Arts, hey, it's been a long time since I've seen you, Gume Arts. What's going on? Hey, since everyone is here right now, why don't you go down there and press that little like button just like ArcDoc is doing right now, because it really does help the channel. While you're down there, if you pop down the description, there is a link to our Discord server, which is a place where all of us can gather and talk. Even when I'm not streaming, you can come find me there. And I'm sure a few of you guys know this already. I've recently relaunched the merch store with a bunch of new merch. So if you find a little link in the description that says merch, it'll bring you to this page over here. I know some of you guys are in winter right now and you're kind of freezing. So I've added 3 new items for the people in the cold winter boys. We've got a warm sweater with the Levaslier print over here. And we've got 2 mugs with a dabbing chafe and a dabbing ArcDoc emoji on them. Love those 2 emojis. Favorite emojis on Discord. So there you go. Pick yourself up a warm sweater or a warm mug to hold your morning coffee in, your morning bean soup in. And yeah, warm yourself up. Cool. Harry Reddy says, I love your video, stream, like, and sub. Thank you very much, Harry. And Harry, I've seen you before. I know you. I definitely know that you subscribed. Okie dokie. So, what is the stream going to cover? Well, I know Sam TGS wants to ask me a few questions, so let's see what he has to ask, because he was on the Discord server asking, does anyone have building tips? I said, yeah, go check out the HM3 series. Welcome to the stream, Denise. Nice to see you again. So, I said, go check out the HM3 series, which is my building series on how to build Minecraft builds, right, using our system. And I don't like that series, because in that series, the music is way too loud compared to my voice. And so it's kind of hard to listen to. So I was like, oh yeah, it's kind of old, but it kind of gets the point across. He says it's too fast. Okay, every single time someone tells me that a video on YouTube is too fast, I get kind of confused. Does anyone else get confused? Because if it's a video tutorial on YouTube and it goes too fast, you pause it. So if you have control, if you literally have the ability to stop time by pressing pause, is anything ever too fast? Like, I don't understand that. For me, whenever I watch YouTube tutorials, okay, granted, I am a bit more skilled now, right? Whenever I watch YouTube tutorials, I usually set the speed to 2 times, because most tutorials go too slow for me. I'm not gonna deny that I live on the fast lane, right? Like, everything that I do very quickly, because I hate wasting time. Like, everything has to go fast for me. And I've reached a point where I can just kind of speed everything up and still understand the point. Arkosh doing Fortnite dances one. I don't know a single Fortnite dance, so I can't do any of that. Okay, Sam asked a good question. Sam goes, how do we add more details into our buildings? Okay, okay, what type of build are you talking about? I'm assuming because you watch me and you watch the builds that I do, you're talking about medieval style builds. And there are a few ways to add details. Usually it's with levels, color, and like that's about it. So let me show you what I mean. I'm gonna do like a standard HM3 build, and I'm gonna show you how we can make it a bit better. What's going on, Eric, as well? Harry says, or you go 0.75 speed. Do I ever go 0.75 speed? My brain is on 0.75 speed on a regular day. Okay. Here's what I mean. Let me warp to the creative world so I can show you what I mean and how we add details onto a regular build, right? If you follow the HM3 building guide to a T, you're gonna end up with builds that look like this. This is a very, very normal hemorrhage looking build. Like, this is the hemorrhage build. There's nothing particularly special about these ones, right? So if I were to follow that tutorial, right, I'm gonna rebuild a hemorrhage house like somewhere over there, and I'll show you how I make it better, right? This shouldn't take me very long. Oh, Sam says in modern times. I think it'll still apply. Look, Sam, the difference between a modern build and a medieval build most of the time is in the material used and also the roofing. I don't really see that many modern builds with roofs that look like that. Like, they don't go up in a slope. They usually go flat. If you do have a slanted roof, you could use this, right? Most of the details are on the roof. So let me build a hemorrhage house right now. We start with 3 blocks here, 3 blocks here, then go across. 3 blocks, go across. Another 3 blocks over here, and we're targeting the standard hemorrhage L shape. So you'll notice that within all the pillars that I put down, there are 3 blocks in between. That's 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna do that all the way around in a 3-block fashion, like so. If you are doing a modern build, you're probably gonna build bigger than this. Do not build it this small. A modern build will not look good this small. Unless you're really trying to target that. Welcome back, Hannah Quazon. Okay, so now that you have the basic structure down, one of the ways you can add in levels, right? When you're building the 2nd floor, for example, you could have a second. Wait, I gotta do the extrusions here. You could have the 2nd floor here, right? This is a normal build. We have the dominant roof over here, like so, and then this goes across. Again, I'm not going into too much detail on how to build the exact build here because this is covered in the HM3 guide. So we have the dominant roof here. If you follow the guide, you're going to build a recessive roof over here. One of the ways you can add detail is to, instead of having a recessive roof, so modern builds will follow the same formula. You're gonna have a dominant roof and a recessive roof. The dominant roof being the biggest roof, recessive roof being anything smaller, right? Typically, we have the recessive going here. What you can do now is, say for example, changing up the entire levels of the place. Let's say we don't want a second floor here, right? So this part will not even be part of our second floor. We're going to smash this entire part off and then literally start from here and build a roof here. Now you've made this what should be the recessive roof, what should be the second floor here, that can no longer be the second floor because there's no way anyone's gonna fit in there, right? So now all of a sudden you've changed the dynamic of the house. That now is much taller than this second bit. That's one way to do it. So levels as in up and down levels. When you look at this shape, it's a bit more interesting because that goes up and that goes down. Okay. Another thing you can do with levels is with the walls. So if I grab 98, 1, and 4, 1, this is the typical hemorrhage wall blocks. What we usually do is this. We stick in the walls here like so, and then we grab the buttresses over here, right? Okay, nothing too spectacular. A way you can add levels here is by extruding this out. Put two logs there, punch out this wall, and put it there instead. Now, instead of adding levels on the up and down axis, what you've added is levels on the z-axis. So this sticks out more than this other wall. So when you have depth coming out in this axis, again, extra level of detail. Okay. What I don't consider really detail, but it kind of is this small little thing. Okay, we don't do this anymore, but we used to. We stick buttons on the outside of these logs because from the side angle, you kind of see it stick out a little bit, and it's a bit more levels. But for me, this is such a small thing. And when I put this into animations, what happens is the texture of this button bugs out. For whatever reason, it just bugs out. So not only is this a tiny little detail that's gonna go missed, right? If I have to put in the extra effort to fix that button, I'm better off just not doing that, right? So you can do this. This does add detail, but it's not anything spectacular. Welcome back, Cam. I'm just answering a question by Sam right now, asking how I add detail into builds. Also, what's going on, Solo? I'm not sure if I said hi to you yet. Wolfie said, Chafe, about the soup conversation, my friends, they did not agree. Sad, I agree with you, but they didn't. Okay, I'm gonna clip that. Just for you, I'm gonna clip that video and you can show the video to them. Because I have irrefutable evidence that bean is indeed soup. Sorry, that coffee is indeed soup. Okay. Zamted says you memorized what you're doing. I have memorized what I'm doing. I mean, I've been building this exact style for so long. It comes in second nature, right? Okay. More detail stuff is here. Let me use one of the already finished builds as an example. Okay. All these 4 template builds here are exactly the same. You'll notice, I said this in one of the first medieval building guides, is this type of roof is way too bland. What was that noise? This type of roof is way too bland, right? What I mean is that it's just wood. There's nothing there. It's all just wood. If you're building a modern build, I don't know if this applies, but if you're building a medieval build, this definitely does apply, right? To resolve this blandness, what you could do is stick a log pillar going up to the top. However, I'm not going to do that for this particular build. What I'm instead going to do is find a spot and add in an extra window. So right here, right? Let's say right here. It can be anywhere. I'm going to choose right here. I'm going to knock out a space for me to do a 3x3. So right over here. So this gives me a space to do a 3x3 over here. Oh, sorry, 3x2. Right, just a tiny little gap, right? Just like that. And then I can add in an extra roof right here. I can knock off this pillar, grab some 126, and fill that in. I don't know what those clicking noises are. Now I can fill this spot in with walls. And now we have an extra bit of roof right here. Now all we need to do is just finish this build off. So like so. Again, HM3 is designed to be modular, so you can really do anything with it and it'll still work. This is one example of how you can make it modular just by adding some random bits to it. So let's finish this off. Nothing too spectacular here. Boom. And boom. Clear inventory 1021. Whoops. Clear inventory 1021. There. So now you just add an extra bit sticking out there. It adds a lot more detail just when you have not a plain, material roof. Here, Brian plays. You're not actually too late this time. Water Game says I verified the Discord. I am fully aware that you verified Discord. I did see you there. Sup Gamer, what's going on? He says hi. Do I miss anything special? I'm not sure if I've seen. Wait, Sup Gamer, did you join in last stream? Because we've been building Tradebreak Town here, and I've just shown the people that I've finished the walls back over here, and now the only thing left to do is to do the farmlands and that stable over there. Solar says he's watching the stream with 1.5 speed. How, dude? How? Time traveling. Zamton says, how do you get your Minecraft skill? You practice. Yeah, exactly what Cam says. You practice. Also, I forgot to eat dinner today, so I'm literally streaming as I'm drinking this like protein shake as dinner. Okay. So let me build this this stables here, and let me see if there's any opportunities I can use to add sort of details onto a regular build. Oh, it's playing the Forgotten Hero. Good OST. Levaslier OST. Oh. Okay. So, I don't know what I want the stables to look like right now. What's going on, Desert Tick? Welcome to the live stream. Okay. With stables, okay, with anybody's builds in particular, if you're a builder, you need to know this. The first most important thing in your build is not detail, is not aesthetics, it's functionality. Okay? Here's what I mean. If I build a bedroom and there is no roof on it, and no walls on it, and no bed in it, that is not a bedroom. If I build a blacksmith and there is no anvil, there is no forge, there are no anything to do with blacksmithing, and I just call it a blacksmith, that is not a blacksmith. If I build a kitchen with no fireplace and no chimney, that is not a kitchen, because it functionally does not work. If you call it a blacksmith, it must have the fundamentals of what a blacksmith has. That is a forge. That is some like ores and shit. Some anvils, some water buckets and whatnot. All that stuff has to be there, right? So I don't care about aesthetics. I don't care about any details or anything. Functionality first. In this scenario, I don't know how this is going to look yet, but I know that the horses are going to be stopping in here, and they're going to be sleeping in here. I don't want my horses to be sleeping in like the open air. So I'm going to ensure that, first of all, I have covers over where the horses are sleeping. Again, I don't know how this looks yet, so I'm just going to be going off what I know, and I'm just going to try to do this like on instinct. I know that if I make this roof go up like this, and it keeps going up and it meets in the middle, what's gonna happen is that this stables is gonna be the same size as this inn, and nobody will be able to see the inn. Remember, the inn is a key structure in this town, and I want people to be able to see the inn, so I have to ensure that this stables is not as tall as that building over there. Okay. Now, it goes up to here. I could make it go up one more level like so, and that would make it even. However, I'm starting to think that that's a bit too tall. So I'm going to go off my instincts and I'm going to change that like so. Okay, now it's a bit flatter. Cool. Water Game has to go. All right, see ya, Water Game. Thanks for stopping by for a little bit. By the way, if anyone has not already done so, make sure you smack that like button just like ArcDoc does right there, because it really does help the channel. Zamtid says, I'm doing my best, but my Minecraft skills are still not going better. I think I'm a noob. Hey, I was a noob too. Everyone who plays Minecraft, who is good at Minecraft, started off as a noob. I think with, like, I don't know what you mean by you're not getting better, because I can guarantee you that your second build is going to be better than your first build. Desert Tech also asked me earlier, what am I doing? I'm building my medieval town Tradebreak. This will be part of the series Levaslier on this channel. That's our animated web series. You can go check it out on the channel or link in the description. Cam says, so it's like, if I want an anime shrine, I need to put an anime shrine. Yeah, I mean, like, it sounds so obvious, right? Like earlier when I said, if you need a bedroom, you have to put a bed there. It sounds so obvious, but you'll be surprised at the amount of people who don't do that, right? Like, it happens a lot with particular builds, right? So not so much a bedroom, because kind of like everyone knows what a bedroom is. So everyone kind of puts a bed in their bedroom, right? It happens more when someone builds a blacksmith, and I've seen this happen. They take a regular house and they stick a sign on the front saying blacksmith, and that's it. What makes that a blacksmith? Your sign makes that a blacksmith? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Sticking a sign that says blacksmith on a house does not make that a blacksmith. Because if you think about it in the sense of the town, the people who need items, they go to the blacksmith to get the items. That blacksmith cannot make fucking items. That's a useless blacksmith. If that is a blacksmith, that is the worst blacksmith in the world. It's gonna go out of business, right? Like, that's not gonna work. It also happens, like, some of the stuff is knowledge based as well. Here's what I mean. If I build a castle, and it has a bedroom in there, that's a castle. If I build a fortress with a bedroom in there, that is not a fortress, that is a castle. By definition, a castle is where someone lives. A fortress is not where someone lives, right? I mean, okay, you could have a bed there where someone sleeps. Okay, that's fine. You know what? Like, okay, let me rephrase that. If you sleep there, it doesn't mean you live there, right? So you can definitely sleep there. But if you make the entire fortress like a home for someone, like you've got a living room, you've got a bedroom, you've got some like bars and some places where you can be comfortable and all that, that is not a fortress. That is someone's home. Like someone lives there. That is no longer a fortress. That's a knowledge thing, right? People make that mistake. Like they don't fully understand the definition of fortress. Here Brian says, I've played 3 years, but I'm still a noob. I still use cheats when I play Minecraft. Okay. So, some of you guys started playing Minecraft, like, okay, here Brian has started playing Minecraft 3 years ago. I am what you would consider a veteran, right? I've played 10 years of this game. So for people who have not played the game as long as me, how many of you got, okay, for the people who have started after creative mode was added, right? So if you started before creative mode, don't answer this. If you started after creative mode, do you know how to play survival? Like, have you successfully played survival and beat the Ender Dragon without cheats? Like, I genuinely want to know that. What's going on, Bryger? Good morning. Hey, Bryger, have you had your morning bean soup yet? Zamdit says, TeamWnJ, you're putting a sign villager when you're done. What do you mean? Oh, some villagers. No. I'm not going to be putting any villagers in. I'm going to be putting them in animation, though. This, I'll reveal a bit of story here. So this town is going to be seen in Levaslier episode 2. It's not going to be the main focus of the town, but we're definitely going to see it. What's most important here isn't actually the town, right? Because Tradebreak is located, you know, Tradebreak is about trading. It's where people come to trade, right? Where people stop, you know, where they have a break when they trade. The story here in episode 2 is that there's actually a drug den in here, right? Harry and I spent some time thinking about this. So probably somewhere off in these mountains, I'm going to be creating a cave. And in that cave, it's a secret cave that nobody knows about. And inside is going to be a whole bunch of drug dealers who do drug trades. Nobody knows about it. It's only recently been discovered by Tradebreak, and they're sending in some warlords to clear it out. So that's gonna be episode 2, right? We're gonna be really basically intruding on this drug thing. Interestingly, that brought up the question: what type of drugs do people in Levaslier do? And we had to come up with a very creative way to do things. I thought of basing our Levaslier drugs off of real life drugs. So one such example that I thought of, okay, the first thing that came into my mind when the word drug was said was cocaine. So I was like, okay, we need some sort of powder. The first thing that came into Andrea's mind was a plant. So I'm assuming she thought of weed, right? I also thought of weed as well. We ended up settling on the plant idea because they're in a cave, right? This drug bust happens in a cave. These guys, they're in a cave for a reason. Why are they in a cave? We thought about that. And we realized they could be growing a specific drug that can only be grown inside of a cave. And what type of drug? Okay, what type of plant can you only grow in the darkness in Minecraft? Mushrooms. What type of drugs in real life fall into that category? Shrooms, right? And so we created a fantasy version of shrooms called, I think we called it glow shrooms or light shrooms, something along the lines of that. And that can only be grown inside of this this particular cave. And so that's gonna be pretty interesting when we do it. Okay. Thank you for following H9 the Wolf. I'm guessing that's Wolfie because you got the same name. Thank you for following Wolfie. Okay, here Brad says, Chafe, are you using drugs? Okay, well technically alcohol and coffee are both drugs, and yes, I do those. Marijuana is not legal here in Australia, but I would. That's just my personal opinion. Oh, hey, Voltex Ray is back. Voltex Ray says hello, it's me again. I don't actually remember your name, Voltex Ray. I'm so sorry. It's been a while, probably. Hey, Dade is here. Yo, what's up, Dade? Dade is the Top Productions. He was supposed to be here. Excuse me, he was supposed to be here today, but shit happened and he couldn't come. Wolfie says, Chafe, there are more people in this conversation. Okay, no. Okay, last stream, what happened? Okay, there were a lot less people last stream than what happened this stream. Not that I really care that much. There are multiple reasons for that, okay? First, this is for anyone who's interested on the YouTube side of things, right? Why were there less people last stream than this stream? Is it because I had a soup conversation and people were not interested in the soup conversation? No, it's not. What happened is two things, right? One, in my YouTube thumbnail, there was no Minecraft city. In this YouTube thumbnail, there is a Minecraft city. In all the previous streams where I've done a Minecraft stream, I've had a Minecraft city and they have been successful, right? But a lot of people came. Last stream, I did not put in a Minecraft city because it was episode 69. I put in an anime girl there just to commemorate the moment. I don't mind that. I'm having fun, right? So naturally, that stream does not have as many people. So for anyone doing YouTube, and you're looking into why I didn't get that many views last stream, and if you come to the conclusion that it was because of the soup conversation, you gotta open up your mind a little bit there, because there's usually more than one factor contributing to it. I doubt it has anything to do with the soup conversation. It has more to do with my thumbnail, not related to Minecraft, and it has more to do with the fact that I forgot to turn on my music for the first half of the stream. Because without music, people's audience retention drops a lot. Music really helps your YouTube videos shine. You gotta make sure you put music into all your videos. People, yeah, no. Everyone missed out on the soup conversation, but that's okay. I'm working on clipping it. I'm working on it. You guys have been rushing me. It took me, I kid you not, it took me 14 hours to download that live stream. 14 hours to get it. I don't know why it took so long, but it did. Okie dokie. So, this roof looks way too flat, so I'm gonna be adding in some extra levels right here just by giving this a little uppy duppy right over here. Let's do this. Okay. 126.1. Bryger says, I had a Minecraft city in my time-lapse video and it did not do that well. Okay, Bryger, show me, let me go on the Bryger's channel, actually. Let me take a look at it. There's a lot of reasons, right? There's a lot of reasons why someone would succeed and someone would not. Wait. I know a lot of you guys are hey, Crow is here, what's going on? Crow. I've inputted Ravenous Crows into Levaslier. Ravenous Crows is part of Levaslier, it's canon. I'm not gonna tell you where it is, but you're looking at it. It's right here. I told you a lot there, but I also told you nothing at the same time. Okay. Now, there's a lot of people watching YouTube. There's a lot of people watching me right now who wants to be a YouTuber, and I absolutely encourage that. Like, YouTube is such a great platform for you to be creative and express your own things. You don't need to do it for the money. You don't need to do it for the views. Like, you can do it just because it's fun. That's what, like, I started because I wanted to get a lot of views, right? But nowadays, I just really have fun doing this. So, if you want to grow your channel, first thing, link is in the description. There is a free tool to help you get more views. It is called TubeBuddy. It is a free browser extension that goes with any modern browser, whether you're using Firefox, Chrome, Safari, Edge, whatever, any modern browser. It's a free extension. What TubeBuddy does is it allows you to, it simplifies your SEO. What is SEO? When you go onto Google and you search up Japanese restaurant, you usually look at the first result, right? Why is the first result number 1? Why is number 2 not number 1? Because number 1 has the best SEO. So how does that apply to you? If you make a video titled how to make world edit tutorial, how to use world edit. If someone searches up how to use world edit, I can guarantee you they will click on one of the first 3 videos and most certainly on the first video. So if your video ranks on #1 on Google and YouTube, because you have good SEO, you will get more views that way. You gotta make sure you got good SEO, and TubeBuddy is a tool that can help you do that. It's not a magic tool. You gotta learn to use it properly. Again, it is entirely free. Link is in the description. That is an affiliate link. If you download it, you will be helping the channel as well. Okay, with that said, let me analyze some of the SEO on Brygger's channel right now. Because Brygger says that he's done a time-lapse video. So Brygger, don't strike me if I play a video here. Hey Brygger, you've got, wait, Brygger. No, I saw you hit 1K. I donated to you when you hit 1K. Yeah, Brygger hit 1K recently. Congratulations. It was a while ago, but congratulations. Okay. I'm gonna show you exactly how I would do SEO for one of Brygger's videos, for example. And it's not a matter that I have 10,000 subs and Brygger has 1,000, so it's easier for me. Yes, of course it's easier for me. I've got 10,000 people who get the notification. Okay, it's not 10,000 people. Whoever hits the bell gets the notification, right? But I've got more people. Yes, it does make it easier for me, but that doesn't take away from the fact that it could be done for Brygger as well. Brygger, do you mean this one? Which one do you mean? What am I looking for? I see that someone has just written a comment in Korean. I'm sorry, I can't read Korean right now, but you did say hi. So what's going on? Welcome to the stream. I would love it if you could keep everything in English, but yeah, I can't read Korean. Yeah, Solar made a video talking about his own rig, and there was no music in that. And that kind of, you know, add music. Brygger, let me know what you want me to look at. Okay, if you want me to guess which one he's looking for, it might be this one. TSC cinematic builds. I think there's a weakness in the title of it. Oh, hang on, Minecraft Desert City Harbor. Okay, I'm just gonna search up Desert City. There we go. Okay, I actually like that thumbnail for the most part. There's a few things I would change here. Okay, so let me take a look at this. First of all, let me show you guys how I would use TubeBuddy in this scenario. I'll go on to Brygger's video. Let me mute it and pause it, right? I did like your video. See, I do like that thumbnail, but there are things I would change. Here. We're gonna ignore Social Blade. We're not looking at Social Blade. We're looking at TubeBuddy. Right, so give it a second. Drop that down. Okay, we can see all the tags that Brygger has, right? First of all, very important right now. Tags have a very minimal impact on whether you're on your YouTube SEO. Tags have the least amount of impact. However, that's usually the first thing I go for because it's the easiest to change. So if I just take a look at Brygger's tags, he ranks for 0 of them. That's the first problem. Okay. Second of all, just from a glance, that is way too many tags. Here's what I would get rid of. Okay. First of all, you have a typo in your title, so fix that. That's one SEO problem. It's not Minecraft, it's Minecraft. Fix that. That's one thing. Okay. Second of all, keep Minecraft. If you're going to have, let's see, TSC build Minecraft Desert City Harbor. Okay. Get rid of how to. Get rid of let's play. Get rid of let's build. Keep Desert City. Keep Minecraft time-lapse. Keep Minecraft time-lapse builds. I'm not sure if it's survival, but there is nothing here that tells me that this build is in survival, so we'll get rid of that tag. Or add something about survival in your description or title. Keep city. Keep Minecraft time-lapse city. Remove Minecraft time-lapse house because you're not building a house. Minecraft time-lapse build survival. Again, nothing mentioning survival. Add that to your description. Minecraft time-lapse village. You could keep that or you could get rid of it. Let's build Minecraft. Remove let's build Minecraft house. Remove let's build a city. Remove let's play Minecraft. Remove how to build a house in Minecraft. Keep Brygger. Keep TSC. Keep the Shattered Crown. Remove Fables of Inan. Remove Albion. Keep City Harbor build. Remove Fantasy. Remove Medieval. Keep TSC Universe. Okay. Here's what you add. You add Minecraft City Harbor. You add, hang on, Minecraft Desert City Harbor. You add that in there. You add Minecraft Desert City Harbor time-lapse. You change TSC build into, you gotta change TSC, I think. Because I very much so doubt that you would rank for anything related to TSC. TSC is a very difficult thing to rank for, but the Shattered Crown is a very easy thing to rank for. Ooh, uh-oh. You're competing with a book. Okay, so I would rather you type the Shattered Crown because you're appearing second there. The Shattered Crown for you is a more powerful tag than TSC. Okay. Your description is completely blank. You gotta add a lot more information into your description. This matters way more than tags because descriptions are seen by users. Anything that is seen by a user is more important than anything that is not seen by a user, such as the tags. In your description, you need to mention the following terms exactly. Minecraft Desert City Harbor Time-lapse. You have to put that exact phrase in there somewhere. You have to mention the Shattered Crown and re-mention it as many times that makes sense. Minecraft City Desert Harbor, right? That's, you gotta keep doing that. When you have a blank description, that's a big problem. Okay, once you do all of that, I can guarantee you 100% that if you fix that typo in the name to Minecraft Desert City Harbor, and in your tags you type in Minecraft Desert City Harbor, 100% you will rank there. 100%. Let me confirm my suspicions. See, you're right there already. You're right there already. You're number 2 there. Right? You're already there. So you're already ranking there. Yeah, just fix up those typos and you'll be fine. Okay. So that was a quick little bit of SEO analysis right there. Bragger, once you've done all the changes, let me know. I'll load it up again and then I'll refresh it just to see how much difference it's made within a few seconds. Bragger, hold on. The more you say it, the more it works. Yes, however, you will get punished for keyword dumping. Keyword dumping is what, what's that guy's name? There's an animator who spammed the key phrase animation in Minecraft animation. Arbiter from Black Plasma Studio and we were laughing at this guy. I forget his name. It was Freddy. Yes, Freddy Saul. I think that's his name, right? Freddy Saul. I think so. It was something like that. Freddy Saul Animations. Yeah. If you check his description, it's Minecraft Animations, best Minecraft Animations of 2019, best Minecraft Animations, bracket Minecraft Animations. If you spam your term that more than necessary, that is called keyword dumping and you will get punished for that because of spam. Okay? Write the phrase as many times as you need to for it to make sense to a reader. A reader does not need to look at your description if it's titled Desert City Minecraft Build. Okay? The reader does not need to see, they need to, at this, the first line should be, in this time lapse, we are building a Minecraft Desert City. Okay, number 1. You don't have to write, in this Minecraft Desert City, we build a city in a desert in Minecraft. That's garbage, okay? Make it make sense, but try to fit the words in there as long as it makes sense. That's the most important thing, is that you're not writing to try to please some robot, some algorithm, some sort of random ranking machine. Okay, you're not targeting any of that. What you're targeting is the viewer, because that is fundamentally the most important thing. The person watching your video should be able to make sense of everything in that video. That matters the most. If people enjoy it, the robot, the algorithm, will enjoy it. Target the people. Okie dokie. Angelo, yeah, I mean, I could take a look at yours in a bit. I'm not sure what you have there for me to look at, but I do want to finish a bit more of the build first. So let me make some progress and I'll get to looking at yours in a second. Yeah, I think the roof, oh my god, I fucked up the roof, I think. Jesus. Hang on. How do I do the roofs? It's 2 blocks stair and then 2 slabs. Okay. So it's, oh damn, I fucked up hard. It's 2 blocks, stair, and then slab, like that, right? Right? Yeah, okay, good. I thought I fucked up hard. Block, stair, slab. There we go. Okie dokie. Bragger says, okay, I've updated it. I'm missing some of the tags you told me to remove, but I think I got it. Okay, let's find out. Bragger, don't be greedy with the tags. The less tags you have, in general, the higher ranking you will be for any tags that you still have. So if you have 20 tags, you might be ranking on number 5 for one of those tags. If you reduce the amount to 10, you might be ranking number 1 on that specific tag. Because now your video is less broad, it's more focused. So that's a thing as well. Okay, let's take a look at after Bragger updated. Let's see how it looks. Hang on, where the fuck is it? There it is, okay. Okay, so after telling Bragger to update the stuff, let's see what happens, right? Somehow, when you updated that, the date went from November 9th to November 10th. That's kind of amazing. Not sure what happened there. Let's see where he ranks. Hang on, have these been updated? I see that you've added a few tags there. Okay, okay, instantly ranked number 1. Minecraft Desert City Harbor time-lapse. Instantly ranking number 1, like I said. Okay, so if we can confirm this, go into incognito and search this up. You are number 2 on Google, and on YouTube you are, just to make sure, let's get rid of this line. Yep, you are number 1 already. All right, that's one thing that you've gone up. Again, I would not get greedy with these tags here. There's a few things I would get rid of. I would get rid of anything related to let's build. If you're gonna say let's build here or let's play here, you gotta make sure that it's in your description somewhere. Together we came to build the Minecraft Desert City Harbor for the Shattered Crown City Albion. Tell us in the comments how well you think we did. Okay, you're missing is the survival. Okay, if you're gonna have survival in here, you gotta put survival in your description. If you're gonna say let's build or let's play, you've gotta fit that into your description. There is no mention of the word village anywhere, so I would actually get rid of village. I would get rid of anything related to survival as well. And just these tags, the how to, let's build, and let's play, nobody searches for that. Nobody searches let's play on Google, or nobody searches like how to. Like, and if they do search for let's play and how to, what do you think are the odds that they would be looking specifically for this video? I doubt that. So I would get rid of all that. There you go. Yeah. Voila, it works. It works, guys. I told you it works. I'm using TubeBuddy to analyze the SEO. So if you haven't gotten TubeBuddy already, get that. It's free. Sam says, do we need to get more of the MSC thingy depending on views and subscribers? I'm not sure if you're saying MSC as in if that was a typo and you meant SEO. I don't. Sam, you rewrite that? I'm not sure. Jesus, I hate these cups. I hate these cups. These have like a little spin top on the top. They go everywhere. Okay, this is my dinner, by the way. You know what? I'm gonna play it smart. No, I'm not. I was gonna open it, but it's not gonna help me. Hang on. Oop, bad ping. James is the YT wizard. Thank you very much. I'm glad I have these skills. I'm really glad I have these skills, and I can like, I love it when I share it with someone and they discover it like it's something brand new, because I had that moment as well. Because I used to not do SEO, right? Like right now I'm a professional SEO guy. But way back then when I first discovered it, I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? I haven't been doing this for the years that I've been uploading videos. What have I been doing, man? So I love it when people just like get their mind blown by like, oh, you can do that? The fuck? Okay, I'm gonna add a bit more details to this build. Right here, the roof is a bit too flat for me. Like, I just feel like there could be a bit more ventilation going on, right? Before that, let me chuck in some walls. I'm gonna be using I'm just gonna be using spruce wood to do these walls. Nothing too special. Protein dinner. No, look, I'm gonna grab something to eat after the stream. Like, I made the mistake of waking up at like 4 p.m. today. And so when I went to order food, there was basically no more food for me to order because everyone else has finished ordering. Like, here's how Uber Eats works. I use Uber Eats to order all my food, right? If someone nearby orders food, you get free delivery, as long as it's like from the same restaurant. At 4 p.m., nobody orders good food. Everyone at 4 p.m. orders something like mad trash. So I don't want to eat mad trash. I like waited till like 6 p.m. to eat lunch. I kid you not, I ate lunch at 6 p.m. because I didn't want to eat mad trash. And then like if you eat lunch at 6 p.m., you're not gonna eat dinner at like 8 because you're gonna be so full. You're not gonna eat. So I'm like, oh, fuck it. I'm gonna eat after the stream, whatever. Okie dokie. Zamtid asks, when do you start creating videos, TeamWnJ? I started creating videos in 2010. I know if you check the channel history, it's gonna say we started the channel in 2011. There's a reason for that. One of our quote-unquote friends, who was just a classmate, he hacked the channel and he deleted all our videos. So it says 2011 because we had to recreate the channel basically in 2011. Cam says, I'm gonna go watch some anime, see ya peeps. All right, enjoy the anime. It's called Twin Star X's. Have not seen that. So, some of the guys on my Facebook recently discovered that I cosplayed Kirito when I was younger, and I have been set on fire on my Facebook, like my personal Facebook, because all these guys I've got thousands of friends on Facebook. Everyone's like, haha, reacting to my old Kirito cosplay from 2015. It's not even like the good Kirito. It's like some random SAO Kirito that I just got. The sword that I had was broken at the time as well. It's ridiculous. What's going on, H9 now the Wolfie? Hang on, is that Wolfie the same Wolfie as the Wolfie we currently have, or do we have two Wolfies here? What's going on here? Okay, so Sam asked, does your SEO increase or decrease depending on your views and subscribers? No, not directly, no. Okay, here's an SEO legend, an SEO myth that I did prove this on stream. There is record of this. When I made the PewDiePie animations back in August of 2019, when I made Minecraft PewDiePie animations, if you searched up Minecraft animation PewDiePie, I rank above PewDiePie because I have such good SEO. Both of my animations had such good SEO that I beat PewDiePie on Google and YouTube. And I did that during a live stream. So you know that I've done it, right? Like, it's proven. And PewDiePie has way more subs than me. So no, there is no direct correlation. You could say there is a relationship because if you have more subscribers and more people who watch the videos, and the more people who watch the videos, the better SEO you have. You could say that. However, that in and of itself is not like as big of a factor. Here, Brian, I'm not gonna reveal my my Facebook on the live stream. If you find me, you find me. Like, I don't really care. I'm not gonna accept any friend requests. But yeah, I'm not gonna reveal my private Facebook on here. Okie dokie. So right now in here is a bit too dark. We need to have some windows, some ventilation at least, right? I think what I'll do first of all, I'm gonna add a pillar right down here. This is a bit too tall without a pillar, so I'm just gonna. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll smash out this entire chunk of wall here, like so. And I'm gonna add in some white. So here's the thing of adding detail. 35. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna add in white wool for now. I'm gonna replace all the white wool with terracotta later. The thing with detail as well is you have to keep in mind color. If your build is all just one single color like this, where this is all basically, okay, other than the white, it's basically just dark brown and gray, which are so similar in color because they're both dark, you have no contrast in your build, and there's nothing visually appealing to look at. If you want to add details onto your build, make sure you think of color as well. Do not put like green and pink on the same build. Those two are not complementary colors. They don't match, right? Do not put orange, yellow, and like sandstone and basically all just one color and you stick them all together. That doesn't, if you're doing that for like a roof, that's fine. If you're doing that for the entire build, all it's gonna look like is a messy blob of yellow. That's not gonna look good. Make sure you have structure in where you build. So let's say you're using sandstone to build and also like yellow wool, for example. You would put sandstones on the corners and then yellow wool for the walls. You would not mix up that random build full of yellow wools and sandstone everywhere just because they have the same color. No, that's wrong, right? Like you gotta think about how the build works as well. Zamted asked me what's another game that I play. You can have me on Steam. I'm on Steam. Like, I play a lot of Steam games. Recently, I've been playing a lot of Dying Light. I really like Skyrim. I would say that Skyrim is my favorite game of all time. Assassin's Creed is one of my favorite series. Dishonored is very underrated. Dishonored 2 is an excellent game. Highly recommend Dishonored 2. Yeah, I mean, here's the rest of my game. My Steam is public. It's safe. You can find me. Oh, okay, so Wolfie is not the Wolfie that we currently have. Yeah, we've got two Wolfies in the stream. Interesting. Okay, here's what I'll do. To add some extra detail on this wall, right, I'm gonna use stone brick because that is a contrasting block. So but first of all, let me add in this strip log on this side. Okay, I'm gonna grab some 98s here. I'm gonna grab some 109s here. Oh, by the way, I was gonna show you guys how we built the walls as well for this build. So just give me 1 second. I can show you that in a second. Let me do this. Whoops. Someone asked me. Hang on. Angelo says pink and green are complementary colors. No, they're not. No, they're not. Pink and green is not complementary. Okay, well, okay, hold on. It depends on what you're trying to represent. Okay. Pink and let me put it this way. Pink and green are not as complementary as cyan and orange or blue and pink. Okay, I'm just gonna put it that way. If you're gonna use two colors, I would rather you go for those two than pink and green. Because pink, what you're gonna get, imagine something that's pink and green right now. Okay, everyone right now watching the stream, imagine, okay, so I just bring out a plate, okay? I bring out a plate of food, it's a white plate. I bring out a ceramic white plate, and I put it in front of you. And it's this green gelatin with some pink dots in it. Think for a second about what that would taste like, and whether you would eat that or not. Because I am not putting that anywhere near my mouth. So, while that does look good and is complementary, I think it's complementary in all the bad ways. Okie dokie. See you here, Brian. Soap Gamer says, I love Dishonored 2 got on Xbox, right? Dude, if you've played Dishonored 2, holy shit, that one mission, a crack in the slab. There is one mission in Dishonored 2 where you lose access to all your magical powers, but you gain access to this, like, timepiece. And you're in this mansion the entire time, right? So imagine a mansion kind of like our inn over here, but like much bigger. You're in this mansion and you're able to flip between between the present, which is like this destroyed, abandoned mansion, and the past, which is like the mansion in its like full power, like beautiful gloriness, right? And one of the particular parts I like about that is that in the future, a part of that house is infested with blood flies, which are these like zombie-like flies that infect people and like burst out and grow out of their chest, right? It's infected with that. If you flip back into the past, you realize that the reason the blood flies are there in the first place is because somebody left a corpse there. So if you, in the past, incinerate the corpse, right? You remove that corpse, and then you go to the future again, the blood flies will no longer be there because there was nothing to infect in the first place. And so that entire level changes depending on what you do in the past, right? Also, in Dishonored, you have to assassinate a target, right? So if you go back in the past, you can either assassinate the target lethally, you can choose to not touch the target, or you can choose to knock out the target, like unconscious the target. Not kill him, just render him unconscious. Depending on which three you do, you will change the future of the build. If you kill him, the build becomes like semi-rundown. If you make him unconscious, the build, the modern day becomes the same as the past, basically. And then if you choose to do nothing, it remains this like rundown place. It's such a fantastic mission, just because of like the back and forth time like manipulation. It's so good. Hey, thanks for the tip, Dave. I'll treat you to food next time. Zampted asks, what are the rules of this chat? Rules are simple. Don't spam, keep everything in English, and don't be rude. That's about it. Okie dokie. Okay, so I want to add lights. One of the things I wanted to add on the roof here in particular is like a little alcove, so that like just a little spot. Like right there, for example. I'm gonna smash all that out. Damn it, I did a 4 block, didn't I? Hang on a sec. Oh, no, okay. Yeah, this has to be a 4 block. Okay, I'm going to knock that out, which is going to allow me an opportunity to stick some of these out. And then I can do this, so I can add a little bit of an alcove over here. Just like so. I feel like that's a bit massive. Might cut that down by a little bit. Not exactly sure. How about here? Like just here. Something like that. Okay, and then I can get rid of this, and I'll replace it with just this. Watch. I got this. Ooh, we don't even need these. All we need to do is just link this back like so. That adds an extra layer of detail right there, right? So we can do this and slab all this back. Whoops, shit. Like so. Okay, that adds an extra layer of detail right there already. I think I might even want to extend this to the sides. Right? Just give it a bit more shape. There we go. And now we have this little alcove or like a little window where some air can come in. It's a nice little touch. There we go. Quite like that. Yeah, no, Data, I did see the message. I did see the message. I'll read it later. Yeah. Okay. Now that's not a massive window, but it does the job. Like that does the job well for me. Okay, we're gonna recreate that on the other side as well. I'm just gonna go over here and we'll find the right spot. I think it's around here somewhere. So I'm just gonna do this and then go into the other side. I believe it was slabs all the way over here, slabs here, and then I had a stair here, reverse stair, and then slabs all the way up. Block here, slab here, and block here. Oh, that's not a block. Block here. Okay. So, that adds a bit of extra detail to the stables. Great. And we've got some extra windows as well. Cool. Once we go inside here, our horses do definitely need more air. So let me try to... See, here's the thing. Typically, we don't do the interiors of the build. We don't need to do most of these interiors because I can guarantee you will not be seeing this build in the animation. You will probably see the outside of it, but nobody's going inside of the, nobody's going to be going inside of the stables in the animation. I doubt it. Heavily doubt it. So the reason we're still doing them is just because it's just kind of something that we like doing. I don't actually need to be doing any of this, if you're wondering. Like, because nobody will ever come here. What matters to us is making sure that this stuff looks good in the animation. And if nobody comes here, I really don't need to be doing this. So typically, we just like to add a tiny little bit of extra effort here. There we go. Something like that. I might even go through the extra effort of doing this, just to give the horses a bit of extra air. There we go. Soap asked me, what do I think of Rise Son of Rome? I really like the combat and the animation of Rise, but I have not played the game. It's not really my type of game. Angelo says, imagine using the double wood slab instead of the wood block. Oh, you know what? That brings an interesting point. Let me show you guys how I built these walls. Okay, the town walls. Okay. Yeah, Harry's not on the stream today. Take a look at our town walls real quick. If anyone here has played Skyrim, you know where this is from. I mean, the entire build is inspired by Riverwood of Skyrim anyway, including these walls. The difference between town walls and city walls, at least in my opinion, is the same difference between a city and a town. A city, by definition, is bigger than a town, right? So, whoops. So for our city walls, let's just take a look at this real quick. This is our town wall, right? I'm standing a few blocks away from it. If I do warp hemorrhage, that's what the city wall looks like. Much bigger, much grander. So we're building some small little walls just to keep some animals just to keep some animals and some robbers out, right? Let me do a block by block tutorial of exactly how I built these walls for you, just in case anyone wants to learn this. Warp trade break builds, and I'm also going to be showing you some sort of unique blocks that we use. Hey, what's going on, Reda? Welcome back. Reda, every single time I see Reda, I don't see you guys as profile pictures, by the way, because I'm using a different chat client so I can read Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Every time I see Reda, I think of your profile picture from Discord with that one anime. Fuck, I don't remember the name. It's not like one white-haired anime girl with a strawberry. Keep thinking of that. Okay, anyway. So, for our walls, what you have to keep in mind when building any city wall is that no matter how thick you build it, so let's say if you decide that you want a 7, how many blocks is this? You want a 7 thick wall like this, 7 blocks, right? 7 blocks in between. The only functional wall blocks are going to be like 5 blocks, because the outside of the wall typically has a thing going up, so you're not really going to be using all the blocks to the extent. So if you build, right, if you build a 3-block wall like this, right, like you think that this is like a 3-block wall like this, rather, like that, you're only going to be able to walk on the one block in between. So if you think that this is a thick wall, just keep that in mind. Like, keep that in mind with the rest of your building scales. If you got a massive build and this is your wall, that doesn't really fit. Because the amount of space that you get to walk on the wall is way too thin, right? Just keep that in mind. So with that in mind, our walls are going to be 5 blocks thick, which allow you to walk on 3 blocks. Because these end blocks here have a fence on them, right? Okay. What I'm going to do first is make them modular so that I can copy this chunk of the wall and continuously paste it without having to rebuild it. Make sure you build your walls modular so you can copy and paste them without having to build them. The first block we're going to put down, of course, is the scaffolding. We're going to put down just 1 over here, and then we're going to move 3 to the side, right? This is on the horizontal axis. Remember that I want people to be able to walk on 3 blocks, so we go 1, 2, 3. That's where you can walk on, and then another pillar, like so. Right? Let's just confirm that really quickly. Yep, it is a 3 by 3. That is correct. I'm going to up... how high you make it is really up to you. Be very careful with wood. It does not make sense for a wooden wall to be this tall. Or, sorry, no, okay, maybe that makes sense. To be like that tall. Where in the hell are you going to find a piece of wood that is that tall? Very difficult to find. If you're going to build that for a wall, imagine how many pieces of wood of that height you would need. Okay, how many people are going to chop that down, stick that into the ground, and build that high up? It's like almost impossible. If you're going to build something that tall, you get like use stone or something, right? Like that. Keep it like a slight bit realistic. Anytime you build a super long like string of log, remember to think, where the hell are they possibly going to get a tree that's big? Okay, because very unlikely they're going to find a tree that tall. Okay. So these particular walls are 4 blocks high, and then we're going to go across. Just bridge these over here like so. Always remember to do these. These are what we call supports, just to keep the rest of the build up. I'm going to put extrusions on the side of the builds. Extrusion. The reason we have these extrusions here, by the way, you can imagine on a real life build, what's going to happen is you're going to put a vertical log like this, and you're going to put another vertical log over here, right? How does the horizontal log stay up? Because in real life, you can't just have a horizontal log floating in midair. That doesn't work. It has to be supported by these 2 vertical ones. So in reality, what you would do is stick a log about this height on, and you just put that on top. So you could go through the effort of shaving this side off. But in reality, if you take a look at real medieval builds, people don't usually do that. They usually keep a bit of the extension on the outside, right? I'm not sure why exactly they do that, but they do that. So we're going to keep the extrusions out here, and we're going to up the rest of the build, right? So let's make this up. So keeping in mind that this is where people will stand, I will not put the roof here because you cannot jump. That is not good for me. I'll always make that 1 block up so that you can jump. So let's make these 3 blocks up and then just finish off the roof like so. Right, so nothing too spectacular here. Okay, and then don't forget the support. There you go. That's the basic structure of the walls. Now what I want to bring your attention to is that if you're using Conquest, you're going to like this, right? First of all, the bottom block that we're using is black concrete. I like this because it's a darker version of what we usually use, which is stone bricks, right? It's just, you know, a bit of a darker stone brick color. I like it. It's a small variation, right? I just noticed that my wall is actually low by 1 block. So let me fix that real quick. Don't make that mistake. Oh, shit. So let's increase the height of this wall by 1 block. So yeah, if you're using Conquest, you're about to be impressed. Because I don't know how many of you guys know about this. Earlier, Angelo pointed out that if I put down 2 oak slabs, if I put down 2 spruce slabs, I get a different block, right? And I do. So I put down 1 spruce slab, it looks like this. So I put down another one, all of a sudden it turns into this, right? So you'll notice that with Conquest, if you put down double slabs, they have a different texture than just a regular block. And that happens with every single slab in Conquest. So if I grab a whole bunch of slabs, I can demonstrate this to you. I'm going to grab this one. I'm going to grab sandstone. I'm going to grab prismarine. Let's grab nether brick, and let's also grab, I've already got sandstone here. Let me grab dark. Okay. So with all of these, if I put down double slabs, you're going to see they've got a different texture than what you would expect, right? So right there, I've just shown you a bit of variations of things you could do with these, right? These are also super useful here. These are some barrels, right? So there you go. A lot of possibility with the Conquest Resource Pack. We're going to take advantage of one that I really, really love. That is the double stone brick slab. With this, what you get, if you double it up, you're just going to get a stone brick. Nothing spectacular, right? Watch. Welcome to the live stream, Mr. 7. Watch what's spectacular about this. Boom. See that? All of a sudden, you get a little bit in between. What is that? What is that, right? Let's put another one down. Oh, you start to see what that is. You start to see what that is now, don't you? It is cobblestone. So, with double stone brick slabs, what you get is a block with stone bricks all around the edges, but cobblestone on the inside. That is a spectacular block to work with. Imagine building the edge of a castle and having it look something like that. That is spectacular. I love that so much. And you can actually change the variation of the top just by adding and stuff like that. Right? So now you've got like a different sort of top block. Something like this on the side as well. You know, there's so much possibilities with that. We're going to take advantage of this with the particular wall that we're building, and we're going to be using these slabs on the inside. All I'm going to be doing is filling this up with the double slabs. So like so, whoops, like so. I'm going to go in here, fill all this up with double slabs. Boom, 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 boom. And what that looks like on the bottom is you've got all the stone bricks on the side, and then you have the cobblestone in the middle. That's fantastic. Okay. Reda says you haven't eaten. No, I haven't eaten either. Like, I swear to God, my dinner right now, because I'm having late dinner, I'm going to be eating after stream. All I have is like protein shake. It's not bad. The protein shake is. It's not bad. Okay. Now we're going to fill in the floor. The floor I'm going to be setting as wood. That's just a full wood block. And because this build is inspired by Riverwood, I'm going to be using some ropes on the edge. If you've played Skyrim, just go to Riverwood in Skyrim, just look around, look at the walls. You can see they're like using a lot of rope. I like that as well, so let's keep that. We're going to be using the thatch as roofing. Now, there's a thing here about functionality, right? When I first started the stream, I said, if you're going to build a bedroom, make sure there is a bed. If you're going to be building a blacksmith, make sure that there are all the requirements that a blacksmith needs, because if you call it a blacksmith and it's not a blacksmith, it is not a blacksmith, right? Keep this in mind. There are some things that can be seen and cannot be seen, okay? With Levaslier, our builds, most of the time, you're going to be seeing the outside of it, okay? So this church, you can tell that this is a church from the outside, therefore it works as a church. You can tell it's a church because of the way it's shaped, because you've got this tallest tower, you have the cross on the top, and, you know, just from the outside, you can tell this is a church. If you go on the inside, you will realize that the church is lacking everything that makes it a church, meaning anything. It is empty. There's nothing in here, okay? So you're going to be saying, some of you might be saying, oh, but if you build a blacksmith without blacksmith equipment, it's not a blacksmith. So if you build a church without a church equipment, it's not a church. Yes and no. If I was making an adventure map where people can explore this, yes, this is not a church. This is just an empty room. But we're making an animation where I won't be going inside this church, so this serves its purpose as a church. Okay, now looking at this wall. What is the purpose of a wall? The purpose of a wall is to keep things from going in. Is to keep things from going in or to keep things from going out, right? That includes anything, you know, trying to run in. So as a guy, I cannot just run smack into the wall and go through. I'm not Hulk. Like, I can't do that, okay? However, if I have some sort of artillery equipment, like a big ass rock, and I catapult it at the top of this wall, if there's only thatch here, that's not going to stop anything from coming in. That rock is going to carve straight through the top of this wall and it's going to smash through. Okay. Functionally, thatch does not make sense as a roof. Unless you go in here and support this with wood. That would make more sense. However, because we're only making an animation where you will not be seeing the inside of the wall, it doesn't make sense for me to put these woods inside just because nobody's going to be seeing it. So, if you talk about functionality, if you want to use my own argument against me, you can make this functional. You definitely, absolutely can make it functional, but we're just not doing it because nobody sees it. Alright, Reda's gonna go eat. Alright, see ya, Reda. Hope you come back after. Harry just hop on after I did. When are you gonna hop on, Harry? Did Zamta just call Reda Rhina? That's pretty amazing. Okie doke. So it looks like I made a mistake over here. It looks like the corner blocks that I use go like this. So I've got a stair, I've got a block, and then I've got another block and another block here and another block and another block there. I think, right? Yep, cool. And then I've got a, looks like I've got a stair here and a block here and a slab on the very top. Yeah. Okay, so let's do that. Block, 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 and stair. It's block, 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 stair, and stair, block. There you go. That is literally how easy it is to build one of the Tradebreak walls. Oh, wait, hang on. We're missing the bottom bits. Here's some detail bits. Here's some detail bits. Sam, here's some detail bits. You could call this finished. You could call this finished. However, we're going to add slight bits of detail. First of all, buttresses. Buttresses are very important. I've already explained what buttresses are. Buttresses have to be there in order to keep the build standing, right? And these little wood bits here, that's just to make it a bit rounder. There's no particular reason for us to do this right here. It just kind of, it blends in these 2 blocks of wood and it looks like it's more supported that way. And then of course, put the little buttresses here. The reason we're using stone bricks as a buttress instead of any other material is because it contrasts the black concrete. So there you go. That's how we do that. Ta-da! Magic. And of course, stick in the buttons if you want to do that. We're not gonna do that. Okie dokie. Coolio. Cool. Sometime 12:30. Sure. We'll see. Happy to jump on to chat if you want. Sure. Are you? Wait, Dade. Are you on Discord? That you're following Wolfie Plays? Hang on. I'm gonna see if I can add. Let me see. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can add Dade onto one of our guest channels. Hang on. I don't know where I can't find him on Discord, man. Hang on, one second. I know it's taking a bit of time. Dade. What the hell? I can't find him. How do you search for people on Discord? I can't. You know, Discord's been being a little bitch for me. Discord has been crashing for me so damn much every single time I do something. Okay, there he is. Got him. Yes. All right, Dade, I've added you to the guest channel. If you go into the guest voice chat, I'm on. Harry, I'm also on. Wait, I think Harry has access to guests. Yo, what's up? He's in.
Yo, what's up, man?
Yo.
What's going on?
When I was explaining to Andrea that you were, so like I told Andrea that you were gonna be on the stream tonight, and she was like, "Oh, cool." And then yesterday I was like, "Oh, he's not gonna be on the stream." What I wanted to say was he got scheduled for work. What I ended up saying was he got drafted.
Both are technically correct. You ever worked in a liquor store? It's like fucking war.
What's going on, man?
I'm playing around with some stuff at the moment, mainly lighting and subsurface stuff.
In cinema.
Cinema and Maya.
Right.
Yeah, because I struggle to understand the use of subsurface scattering for Minecraft animations.
It helps makes the skin look a bit better.
Yeah, but I can fake it.
You can definitely fake it with in cinema. It's oh, Rainimator was asking me for advice for a thumbnail the other day.
Yeah. Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah. And okay, anyone using Cinema 4D, if you want to fake subsurface scattering, it's as simple as making a light, ambient light, and then soft shadows. Like that's it. But apparently people don't know that trick.
That's exactly it. It's soft shadows and then ambient occlusion with the lighting.
Yeah, exactly.
For cinema 4D at least.
I don't like that because I get the same amount of subsurface on the clothes as I do in the skin, and it's just not right for me. Like if my guy has armor, clothing, and skin showing, the subsurface shouldn't be all the same for all three.
Yeah. No, and I get that.
Yeah.
I think for me, I think for me, it's because of the way that I do lighting. It could potentially just be that, where when I do lighting, like for some reason when I render, I don't notice that much of a difference. Because for me, when it comes to the skin, it seems like it's more with the subsurf than the clothing or anything else.
What do you mean?
So you know how you were saying like you don't like how it's evenly spread between clothing and skin and like armor and all that?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but whenever I do my own lighting, it doesn't seem like I get that same effect. It could just be the fact that I like how it looks.
I mean, that could be it as well. I mean, okay, with the
You gotta keep in mind as well, when I use Cinema 4D, I just use the standard renderer. I'm not using Redshift.
Yeah, no. I think
Octane
anyone
or
doing Minecraft animation should be using standard as well, unless there's a faster option.
Yeah, I think
which for most people there isn't.
Standard's great.
No, yeah, for most people, the thing with most people is that most people first of all watching right now are in the Philippines, and they do not have access to a high-end computer or a high-end graphics card. Most of them run an i3, and might not even have a GPU in their computer. So if you're telling them to go to physical or Octane or Redshift or any of that, they might also be beginners, so they have no idea how to use any of that. And so the best option for them is standard.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But like, standard by no means is a bad renderer. If you know how to use it properly, you can get amazing results. I've been playing around with some lighting for a test scene that I'm doing for something that I'm working on. And I've been putting a couple of the results up on fucking Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm happy with the results that have come out, although I use a really different workflow to what everyone else seems to use as well, because I render in standard, but then my main compositor at the moment is Nuke instead of After Effects.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you're trained in using Nuke, I bet you there's a lot more advantages of Nuke that you can't do in After Effects.
Yeah, well, the great thing about Nuke is that it's node-based, it's non-destructive, I can do whatever I need to, and I don't need to worry about if I get rid of one thing, is it going to mess up the entire
Yeah, and I mean, that's just something that most people don't have to like really think about. Like, they don't need to care about non-destructive or not. They just got to do something to make it look good.
Yeah, exactly. And like, but I still use After Effects. It works. I
had a discussion the other day. I might since you're here, I might bring this up to you. Okay. Yeah, people watching the stream might be interested in this as well. I don't know how many people here are animators. I know there are definitely a lot of YouTubers here. I'm not sure if you saw this discussion. Ant from Enchanted Mob was talking to me about... Let me think about what it was. Okay, I said, don't use global illumination in your renders.
Right.
Because you can fake it. I said don't use it unless you can't fake it. Like, there are definitely going to be a situation where, like, you're stuck and you just have to use it. Okay, in that case, use it. Otherwise, it's just wasted render time. If you can fake it and it looks just as good, don't bother with it. Ant said that's not the way that it should happen. He said you should always be using global illumination. I said why would you always need to use global illumination if you don't need it to, you know, like, if you can fake it and it looks just as good and you save render time. He goes, I want to bring this up entirely because I don't remember the entire.
I remember seeing the conversation, but I'll look back over. Was it under sharing or technical or feedback?
I
can't remember exactly.
Not a single clue. I'm going to search up Ant and then see where he talked. And nope, that did not work because all I saw is Harry going, "What about the ant massacres?" And Andrea going, "Ant massacres, fucking ant massacres." I think it might be in feedback.
I mean, the big conversation I'm curious about at the moment is with rigging with FFDs, but we'll get to that, I think.
The real question you should be wondering is whether coffee is actually soup.
Don't fucking do this to me, man.
That's what I spent the entirety of last stream basically talking about that.
I saw someone make
coffee soup.
I saw someone make a recap of it on your Discord.
Yeah. We spent an hour talking about coffee being soup, man. More than an hour.
You know what's amazing is that not only is it not something that I don't doubt happened, the amazing thing is I'm fairly sure that we've had a conversation similar before.
I would not be surprised. The whole thing started because Zactaz on our server asked me, what do Chafe and Harry have a conversation about on a regular day? And I was just like, is coffee soup? No, I started with, is coffee tea?
Is coffee tea? Well,
yeah.
No. That one I can say is an objective no.
The logic behind that was because tea leaves are a type of vegetable. Beans are also a vegetable.
Are you saying that? Hang on. Are you saying that soup is just bean tea?
Yes. Exactly. Coffee is just bean tea. No, it's not just bean tea. It's bean water because tea is leaf water.
That's just like saying that soda water is just
hang on,
angry
you
water.
can recover yourself here because we worked out
Okay.
that tea leaves aren't a vegetable.
Yeah.
Therefore, coffee is not tea.
Can I just take a second and look up tea definition on Google
Go
and
ahead.
see what it comes?
I don't want to restart this conversation. I don't want to have fucking. We call it the soup d'état. I don't want to have the soup d'état where it come into the 70th live stream as well. Oh my god, primordial
No.
soup.
So the definition of tea, the first one as a noun, is a hot drink made by infusing a hot drink made by infusing the dried, crushed leaves of the tea plant in boiling water. So by Google's own
so bean is out. Bean is out.
Bean is out.
Yeah.
I think I've just solved what.
No, that one. We solved that one already.
Yeah.
We
but I
know
think
coffee isn't tea. But that one just like that's a nail in the coffin right there. Yeah.
I think I just condensed the original 30-minute conversation into a single Google.
At no
search.
point did we think of googling up the definition of tea. By the way, we
I think
searched up
that's
the
how the best
definition. We searched up the
conversations
definition
happen,
of soup, food, vegetable, nutrients. I think, but not tea.
Coffee equals soup part 2. Good call, Andrea. I like that.
Okay. Anyway, I found the conversation. It was in feedback.
Right, we were talking about the global illumination. Yeah, I found it as well.
Yeah. Okay, we can read out the entire conversation just so people can be on the same track. In case people aren't here.
Where are you starting from though?
Okay. So I wrote something along the lines of don't use global illumination. Ant goes don't use global illumination in quotes and followed by an angry emoji. I said I doubled down. I said, okay, don't use okay, well, hang on. Let me stop right here. For all the non-animators, what is global illumination? Okay. If I just as a quick demonstration, if I have a blue light, which I don't, damn it, I usually have a blue light sitting on my table. Damn it. Okay. If I have a blue light and I shine it onto a white piece of paper, right? That blue light will bounce off the white piece of paper and it's going to make whatever that's reflected by the white piece of paper blue as well, right? Okay. The sky is blue. It's not red. What a surprise. Okay. The sky is blue. So in real life, what happens is the sky color, just like as a basic summary, right? I know there's some science here that I'm getting wrong. I know, just basic summary. The blue of the sky gets bounced on the ground, so there is naturally a bit of blue going on in real life. Also, because there's light coming from the sky, if that blue light, for example, touches a red wall, that red wall will now bounce onto like the ground or something, and now the ground is going to be appearing slightly red. Just as a very basic definition of global illumination, it's just light coming from the sky. If it doesn't bounce on anything, it's going to be blue. If it does bounce on something, it's going to take whatever that color is and it's going to bounce it back. So without global illumination, if I go into, okay, right here. If anyone's seen the ray tracing shaders for Minecraft, that's exactly what it does. Okay, so right here, if you look at my screen, there's this tent with like red and white, right? Without global illumination, it looks like this. My Minecraft does not have GI. With global illumination, first of all, this wouldn't be so dark. Part of this light here from this light shaft is going to bounce in, so this part is going to be a bit brighter. And then, because it's reflecting off of this green ground, it's going to bounce up, hit that red on the tent, and then make part of this wall slightly red. Just as a quick example. Okay, so with global illumination, to summarize, with global illumination, it looks more realistic. Without, it doesn't look as realistic. However, with global illumination, it takes longer to render. 100% of the time, it will take longer to render. Right? That's 100% of the time. You're not gonna, yeah, okay. Good.
Global illumination will always increase render time.
Exactly. Okay, so just for anyone who doesn't understand, hope that clarifies it. With that said, I said, yeah, don't use global illumination. Oh, this is on Discord to Ant from Enchanted Mob. I said, yeah, don't use global illumination, especially if the scene looks fine without global illumination. It may look better with global illumination, but at what cost? Most of the guys here don't have a powerful computer, so it's better to cut their losses and render without global illumination to actually get the thing done.
Yeah.
Right? Zella says switch render engines because GI is not taking any longer these days, lol. I said the only options in default Cinema 4D are standard and physical. And physical takes even longer. Again, Consider that these guys are not professionals with a supercomputer and they don't have $1,000 to wave around. Zella says, I think the latest version of Cinema 4D has improved GI calculations. I said, yes, it does, but I don't know how many of you guys who are animators actually use the latest version of Cinema 4D. I, for one, don't use the latest version of Cinema 4D because my plugins are broken. Okay. Zella also says, nowadays you can get a Cinema 4D license with Redshift built into it. I said, yes, and how many people here use Redshift for Minecraft or Redshift in general? Ant says you can get a short render time with global illumination on a $200 GPU. I said you have to have a powerful enough GPU or even have a GPU. I don't know about you, but when I first started, I was using integrated graphics. I did not have a GPU.
When I first started using Cinema 4D. So when I first started animating in 3D in general, I was using Blender, and this was back when it was this was like back in 2011, 2012 when it was a fucking mess.
Relatable.
Yeah. I actually, when I switched to Cinema 4D, which I switched to because, you know, at the time, back in like 2012, that's what pretty much all Minecraft animators were using.
Yeah.
But when I first started, I was just using a laptop with an i3 processor, inbuilt graphics and everything like that. I did not have a render time for me for the same animation that I would do then, for what would take me now probably 2 to 3 hours, depending on the length.
Yep.
It would probably take me 2 days.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to render something out that was, say, maybe 260, 300 frames, right now, keep in mind, this is before, actually, probably to highlight this even more, when I first started using Cinema 4D, I didn't use ambient occlusion.
Ooh.
Because I didn't. That's how long ago this was. Because I didn't know what that. This is how earlier before this was. I didn't know what that did.
Okay. Yeah.
So I didn't use it.
Sure.
So, on my old laptop, i3 processor, inbuilt graphics, what would have taken me probably maybe not even 5 hours to a day now, depending on length, would have taken me probably 2 days to render, and I wouldn't be able to use my laptop at all during that time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're right. Like, you have to, if you're talking about just people who don't have the means, like, that are just doing rendering on a laptop, like, just probably like a $500, $600 laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah, global illumination is not going to, it's going to make things way worse.
Yeah, so that was my opinion as well. And I keep in mind, when I first started, I was also on this shitty MacBook with no GPU, and my render times are also taking days. So what Ant said after that was, Ant goes, I did too. I used to have 40 hours on a render time for a frame sometimes, right? So he can relate to us. I said, yep, same. Zella keeps on saying that nowadays you can get a core for an 8-core processor or something for $300. I don't know how many of you guys here are willing to whip up $300, $400, $200 US for a GPU right now.
Well, $300 isn't that as easy to come by as what you might think, because right now I have to pay rent and everything like that. I'm struggling to even upgrade my own build, and I have a decent build as it is.
Yeah.
So I don't have any room to complain there. But if I wanted to upgrade my build right now to look at something that's $300, it's not as easy to work into the budget as what you might think. So
and think about our geography. We are here in Australia, where I don't know what your average salary is, but I'm pretty sure it's close to mine, where it's more than $1,000 a month, right?
Are we allowed to talk about that?
That's up to you.
Yeah. So I earn, if I do about 20 hours a week, I'll earn about just over $2,000 a month. But I also have a very good hourly wage.
Yeah, okay. Me and you are on the same boat. We earn about $2,000 a month, right? AU. Just for comparison, I want to confirm. I want to use US just to make sure everyone's on the same page. So like, let's say we do 2,000 AU a month, just as an example, right? 2,000 AU to USD is 1,380. Okay, I'm just gonna round that up to like the easiest way to say it. Let's say it's 1,500 US. Okay. Yeah. We get 1,500 US a month. I was having a conversation with some of my Filipino friends, right? I have a particular Filipino friend who lives with her fiance, and the two of them together on a monthly basis earn 800 US. The two of them together earn 800 US a month.
Oh,
as
shit.
compared to me and Dade alone, who both earn 1,500 a month. Alone.
Yep.
That is what the Philippines is like, and they can live there comfortably with 800 a month. Comfortably, they can do that, just because everything in the Philippines is cheaper.
I barely live comfortably here at 2,000 a month.
World's really different on the other side, eh? And they're not even that far away from us.
Man, first world problems. Fucking
Yeah.
$2,000 isn't enough.
Now, with that said, tech...
By the way, I just want to ask right now,
Yeah.
because I can cut down if need be. Swearing, how do you feel with that on your stream?
Go fuck yourself.
Alright.
Every single time someone asks that, I love that. I love it because Anish came on and was like, "Hey, what do you think about swearing?" And like Rainimator was like, "Hey, what do you think about swearing?" I just every single time I hit him with that one.
No, because you know me. You know that already I'm cutting myself down a lot.
Nah, swear as much as you want. I could care less about pleasing some random algorithm. I'd rather make the stream entertaining and be authentic to who I am.
Yeah, because like I'm already cutting down a lot as it is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. Like, swear as much as you want. Okay, anyway.
You know me, I'm Australian. I swear like every 5 seconds.
Anyway, yeah, in the Philippines as well, even though they can live comfortably with $800 because like everything there is cheaper, everything comes at a caveat where tech is not part of everything. Tech is extremely expensive over on that side.
Of course, yeah, now it would be.
Yeah. And so what would be first of all, what would be a $300 according to Zella and Ant, what would be considered a $300 GPU? For them, you might want to up that to say maybe double or even triple.
Sorry, just real quick as well.
Yeah.
I think this chat might be getting a little bit too real for the chat because they're asking us to go back to soup.
We might save that we could save this for a stream about animation as well.
Yeah.
But okay, let's summarize this up then. Just because we don't have too many animators in today. I mean, we do have people who are just like Angela. Unless you guys want us to continue, we can.
Yeah. Oh, look, I'm happy to talk about as much animation stuff as anyone wants.
I mean,
but I'm also
I
happy
personally,
to just
I
talk
just like
about...
standing up for like the animators, especially the animators in the Philippines, because I've been there as well where, no, I haven't been to the Philippines. What I mean is I've been in a spot where I don't have access to the best equipment.
Yeah.
And I want people to be able to make
when you
stuff.
talk about animation techniques, it's important to both understand both sides of the story. So it's good to know, like, if you do have a decent rig, what can you do to help with render times and what can you do to help with the overall look of the animation. But it's also good when you're doing that to also acknowledge if you're on a lower budget, if you don't have that technology.
Yeah.
If you can't afford an RTX 2060, which I definitely can't, so relatable.
I was gonna get it on Black Friday or Cyber Monday or whatever. And
yeah, you told me about that. What happened?
Okay, you want to know what happened? Okay, here's what happened. It pissed me off. I was stalking various websites to buy an RTX 2060, right? I was stalking so many sites. Okay, and the price, I forget the price now. The price, let's say the price was like, well, it was like $2,000. Okay, like, yeah, whatever, right? $2,000.
$2,000 for an RTX.
No, it's not gonna be 2,000. Whatever. Let's just say it's 2,000. Whatever, right?
Yeah. Okay.
It says 2,000. Okay. Before Black Friday, it says 2,000. On Black Friday, I go on those sites. And it still says 2,000, and above that, they have 3,000 and then cross it out.
You know what they're doing there? Alternatively, they're both trying to fuck over the people that don't understand that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say this from working in retail as well, because we kind of did a similar thing, but we also had specials that fucked us over too, so it balanced out. When you work in retail, tech or otherwise, what the people higher up will do, and it's super scummy, is the price that you see that it's marked down from is actually their cost in retail price. So that's what they buy it in from the retailer for.
Yeah.
So when it says, you know, like, let's say let's go with the $2,000 example.
Yeah.
If you were to look in RTX 2060 and it says $2,000 and then say $400 because their original retail price was about $1,600.
Yeah.
That $1,600 is what they themselves are buying in that RTX from. So when they get it from wholesalers and retailers,
yeah,
they'll buy it in for about $1,600.
Okay.
And what really bad companies will do, or really scummy companies will do, or just people, like just companies that think they won't notice,
yeah, is
they'll chuck up their buy-in price as their RRP, their regular retail price.
Yeah.
And then they'll do the $2,000 as a saving. Because technically, it's still a saving. It's just not a saving for the person buying. It's a saving for the person for the company that bought it in.
Did you see that GIF that I shared? Somebody walked into a store and like on Black Friday and flipped up some price tags. And then one of them said like 47, and then if you flip it open, it's still 47 underneath. And then the other one was like 50, and you flip it open, it's 50 underneath. And he flipped up the next one, and it was like 38, and he flipped it, and it was like 12 underneath.
Yep.
Yeah.
Admittedly, like I've said, I work in packaged liquor, so I work in a liquor store.
Yeah.
Here's what my manager does, and it's something that I don't necessarily approve of, but I don't want to get fired. And keep an eye out on this as well, because it's kind of sneaky. So what we do in our store, and it's what we do in a lot of liquor retail stores in Australia, and it's what they do in a lot of retail stores in Australia. Is what we'll do is we'll put the original price that the regular retail price is. So let's say that we have a bottle of liquor for, let's say that we sell it for about $36.
Okay.
And we have an individual tag that says that what did I say, 36, 46?
36, I think.
36. So let's say that we have a tag that says that regular 36, and that's our price.
Yeah.
Then you flip up the tag, like you said, people that go around flipping up the tags.
Yeah.
If they go around and flip up the tags, if they flip up the tag on that tag that says 36, and they look under it, what we have underneath that is what our regular retail price is, their recommended prices. So for that 36, it might be $39.99 or like 42.
Yeah. They've seen through our tricks.
So, yeah, so already that is a good, already that seems like a good deal.
Yeah.
In reality, though, that's just what they recommend our price to be.
Right.
We put it down to 36. We actually buy in at about maybe 32.
Right. Thank you for following Kana Kamui.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jeez.
So
oh god. They're catching on to our tricks. The one form of defense that I had was flipping open the tags, but now they put a fake tag underneath. You gotta flip open the fake tab as well.
We're ahead of you, tag flipping. We're ahead of you, tag flipping fucks. But yeah. Then when it came to Christmas time, we had our extra specials. And with our liquor store, because we're owned by an independent umbrella.
Yeah.
So the store itself is independent, but we're owned by an umbrella. What they did is they put all of our costs down to just over what our buy-in price is. Yeah. And we can't go against that. So
well, you have to earn a profit as well, somehow.
Yeah.
So it makes sense for it to be above the buy-in price.
Yeah, so Angelo asks how they earn a profit from sales with the technique that we talked about before. The thing is, though, is that whatever our ticket says is usually about a 10% margin.
What do you mean?
So when we get a product in, let's say it's that 32.
Yeah.
The regular markup price for something that we get is about a 10%. So if we get 32, it'll go up to maybe 34, then we add a couple dollars onto that.
Right. Okay, sure.
Yeah. So to make a profit, it's a 10% profit margin, but we can up that depending on what... it's dependent on tax as well, so depending on what our tax is and then what our buy-in price is. Usually our buy-in price is the product plus the GST.
Yeah, clarify that for the. I mean, do we need to clarify that? We don't want to get too technical. Most of these guys here don't work.
Do we need to? Is this getting too mathematical?
Yeah. It's a bit because most. Oh shit! Sorry, I missed the tissue. 1 second. Yeah, most of the guys here don't work. So they probably have no idea what we're talking about.
So,
I mean,
sorry.
I think the simplest way you can put it is.
Sorry, this is a lot of math, but let me simplify this for you.
Yeah.
We order in from. So like I work at a liquor store. We order in from places like ALM, which are wholesalers. So when we buy in from a wholesaler, we have our base price. So let's say something the base price of $30.
Yeah.
Then plus GST, it'll be maybe 32, 35. Let's simplify it by saying 33.
Okay.
So our buy-in price originally is $30 plus our global sales tax, which is, so let's say our buy-in price is $33.
Sure.
Then from there, we need to make a profit from there. So we can't sell it at $33.
Yeah.
So, what is GST? Right, so sorry. GST is global sales tax.
Yeah.
So basically it's like, it's like a normal sales tax in America, except instead of like in America, we have that added onto our original price. We don't have to calculate it up when we go to the checkout.
Counter. Yeah.
So when we buy it in, let's say it's $33, but we still need to make a profit off of that. So that 33 then becomes 36. Usually we go off a 10% margin, but we can up that to like 15, 20, depending on what we need to do.
Right.
So if we get something in for $33, we put it up to 36, we make $3 profit off of that.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
What most companies will do, and this is what we do, we put our normal buy-in price, then we do what their recommended price is, and that's what we put on our regular ticket. Then we put our own special on, which will be the $36. So let's say they recommend $42 for the sale, we put on 36. So if they lift up the ticket, it says 42, like let's say $41.99.
Yeah.
Then we put that down further. So if they lift up the ticket, it says $42.99. They put it down, it says $36. It's like, wow, that's an amazing deal.
Yeah.
But realistically, and this is how we drive sales, is when they look at that, they think it's a good deal, but really overall, we're actually only making $3 profit.
You're comparing like just an arbitrary value instead of what the actual price was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the big thing that's driven that is competition. So where I work in particular, we have I think five other bottle shops besides ourselves.
Right.
Which, by the way, testament
Welcome to Australia.
Testament to the town I live in, where 6 individual bottle shops can survive, and my own individual bottle shop will make an individual sales market of about $6,000 to $10,000 a day. Kudos to my town for being a town of alcoholics.
Hey, it's good business.
Keep us all in
no
business.
complaints. No complaints. It's good business.
Hey, no complaints. Some people call them alcoholics. I call them fucking good customers.
What's going on, Cookie? Welcome to the live stream. Rusty says the worst country that's got the biggest taxes is Indonesia. If continents like Antarctica are not counted, we need to pay up to 14 times the price of the tax. It's $1,000 purchase. Jesus Christ.
Does Antarctica have a tax? It doesn't have a government.
Does Antarctica even have shops? When you walk into like an igloo?
It's research facilities at best.
You walk into an igloo, you go buy ice. No, you buy the
igloo.
opposite of ice. You buy like...
Could you imagine
hot
walking
ice.
into a fucking liquor store in an igloo and then asking where the cool room is? Yeah, so Rusty, exactly like that. So let's say you buy a $1,000 PC in America, you need to pay... Wait, what? Hang on, $1,400 for the tax. Is that the original price, like the $1,000 plus the $400 tax, or is that $1,000 for the PC and then $1,400 for the tax?
We'll let him answer that one. Angelo says, "Oh, you sell it slightly higher than the market price, so when you put it on sale, it's technically just a normal market price." Yeah.
Technically, but we try and do it in a way that makes people think that
It's not.
it's a better price than what it actually is. You know, I had a guy today asking if we price match for we're an individual store. Like we don't have we're not with Woolworths or Safe or Coles or anything like that.
Yeah, sure.
So we're just an individual, tax and shipping.
Yeah.
So it's $1,000. Then you've got, I assume, $400 for the tax and ship. That's not horrible, depending on what the specs are. I've been trying to rebuild. Oh, sorry, hang on. No,
Yeah.
14. Oh, 1,400% is only counted as a tax and ship. I wish I could say that cleared things up for me, but I'm not in a math brain right now as much as it seems like I am.
Don't look at me. I may look Asian, but my brain.
You're Asian. No,
my brain not yellow.
No, you're supposed to be good at this. Don't you try and skimp out on me.
I might have been good at this in the past, but I'm a changed man now.
Actually, there is something I wanted to talk about, and it's animation related, so I'm not sure how well it'll go over in this stream.
How complicated is it? Duh.
Remember how we were talking about remember how I mentioned earlier about rigging with bones versus FFDs? Is that going to be too?
I think we could save that for one that's more
animation.
More
based.
animation based. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Because I noticed that is a big part of a recent conversation on your Discord, but I'm happy to say.
I don't rarely look into the rigging channels because most of the time I got no idea what's going on in there.
Look,
but we
the
got
only
two
reason I'm
guys in
doing it at the
particular.
moment is because
Solar.
I'm working on a rig and it's doing my fucking head in. The only reason I'm doing it at the moment is because I'm working on rigs at the moment and it's doing my head in.
Solar is Solar here? Yo, Solar is
Yeah,
here. Solar is
Solar's
here.
here.
Okay. Yeah, Solar is the rig guy. He's got more espresso knowledge than I can understand.
Yeah.
So he's got everything covered. Basically.
It might just be me. I just prefer bones over doing FFDs. Because I feel like I can get just as good of a result and then better results as well. And I think this is the conversation I brought up with you, especially with the wrist rig as well.
Have you figured out how to do wrists successfully?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Did you not see the example that I put into the? Was it technical or sharing that I put it in?
I might have missed it
a while ago. Cheers, Angela. Yeah, no, rigging is doing my fucking head.
Yeah, when you said bones versus FFD, I don't know why I use FFD. It's just the basis of the FMR rig, and I haven't bothered touching it. Because I mean, either way, I'm not like a rigging guy anyway. I just make something that works, and I'm done.
Yeah. Well, like I told
Yeah.
you, the main basis of rigging that I learned was from Weed Lion.
Right, yeah.
So that's he taught me the majority of what I know about Cinema 4D rigging is at the moment, especially with espresso.
Yeah.
Just before he went MIA, I asked him so many goddamn questions.
I mean, even if you look at my rigs that are not the FMR animate rig, I use bones all the time.
Yeah, bones.
Yeah. I mean,
if you know how to use them correctly, bones, and that's where I did a lot of looking into as well, was other rigs and how they did, especially backs. I found backs to be, the torso rig.
Can you get sharp bends with just bones?
For the torso?
No, for arms. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do it all the time.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and that's the thing as well. There's a big difference between if you're making a rig for public usage versus your own personal usage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to imply that bones are best for all rigs.
No, for sure.
I didn't mean to imply that at all. I just meant like for what I'm doing at the moment. For me, I use bones for all of my rigs because I don't make public rigs.
I was re-emphasizing on our server as well that there is no such thing as a best rig.
I don't make
There's only
public
a
rigs anymore.
best rig for you, like as an individual user.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Did you ever figure out that knee, by the way?
Did I figure out the knee? What?
Yeah.
The knee that should not be talked about. When you said knees, Harry felt that. Stole a joke straight from Andrew.
No, you know what's funny is that even I tried to figure out that knee. Like I've got the rig right here on Cinema 4D. I spent 2 hours trying to figure out whether or not it was like the pose morph.
Do you know what's causing it? I don't know what's causing it.
Not a goddamn clue. Like I said, I spent 2 hours trying to figure that shit out. I cannot figure it out.
I'm willing to bet.
I tried messing around with espresso. I tried playing around with that. I tried playing around with the range mapper. I tried playing around with the actual points itself. I cannot figure it out. It should just work, but it's not.
I'm willing to bet you that the polygons are disconnected.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it for an absolute moment.
So far, I've still been able to hide it, so I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah, just don't show anything.
Yeah, just don't show the knee. Just don't bend his leg. Just don't bend your leg, bro. Keep your leg straight at all times.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna spend the rest of this stream trying to figure this out. I'm just gonna go right now, open up the rig, unlock everything, and try and figure this out.
Have you gotten access to the new slime rig, by the way? Because I really love the way that head works.
No.
There's on the new slime rig, there's a controller for their eyes, and when you move their eyes, their head will like jiggle in that direction.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it's kind of cute.
I know that there's a thing in... Sorry, I just want to read what Angelo said. I have so many problems like this before. I just re-rigged it from the start. Yeah, you can't really...
Wait, Angelo, do you know which knee we're talking about in particular? A few people here know about the knee, like the knee that should not. If I say it, people are gonna start looking for it. So I can't just say it.
Oh, I wonder if.
Check the polygons, probably disconnected.
Oh, no fucking way. Is that what it is?
What?
Hang on, let me test this first. I want to make sure before I confirm anything, because I don't want to believe that this is what it is.
Polygons are probably disconnected. Alright, see ya, Denise. Thanks for joining into our stream. By the way, guys watching the stream right now, wondering what the hell I'm doing. You'll notice that I'm using a command, and then all of a sudden these iron bars are changing into these like wooden fences. What these are conquest-specific biome textures. So the iron bars here are being changed into like a wooden fence because I switched the biome from whatever it was before to forest. So forest biome has these like wooden textures here. You'll also notice that over here I'm farming cabbage. As you know, cabbage is not in Minecraft. What the hell am I farming here? Let's pick block it. It's actually beetroot seeds. What I'm doing there is using a different biome for the beetroot seeds. Forget what biome it is, but it's something. I'm gonna do it here as well. I'll figure this one out. Hey, if anyone's using Conquest as well, and you want to know all the textures for the biomes, go to conquest.revand.org or conquest.revand.org, whatever you like to call it. Scroll down a slight bit and you'll see right over here when it loads, you'll find biome specific references 1.13 plus. That's the one you want to use if you're playing 1.13 plus. And this will contain a list of every single biome specific block. So as you can see, you can change light blue glass into a waving flag. You can turn beetroot here to a cabbage. You can turn, well, there's one I really love. I'm trying to find where it is. You can turn cobwebs into smoke, into nets, into ice spikes, into felt, into bags, herbs, fishes, carrots, more fishes. You can turn them into potted flowers, into bees and flies, into hangers, into globes, into birds, into telescopes, roosters, clocks, scales, what do you call these? Spears? Or just regular cobwebs. That's the amount of possibilities you have with one single block with all those biomes. There you go. And so, oh hey, welcome to the Discord, Wolfie. And so with our particular situation right now, I want to change the beetroots into cabbage. So as you can see, the cabbage block needs mountain edge biome. So what I'm going to do is use world edit to select this area. So I just want to select, make sure I don't accidentally select any of the fences, right? So select all that area, set biome mountain underscore edge. Okay, done. And then I'm going to select another area, being very, very careful that I don't accidentally touch any of the fences, because if I set the fence texture into any other biome, it will no longer be the right fence. So there you go, all set. Now I'm going to disconnect and reconnect. And voila, we have cabbages. Yes. Also, it looks like the soil has changed texture as well, which is interesting. I kind of like that, actually. Yeah, dude, we got diagonal soil. As opposed to our regular straightforward soil, you got diagonal soil. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that. Ooh, love that. Nice. Yeah, so that is / set biome. That only comes with world edit. If you are not using world edit, you will not have access to that command. By the way, guys, if you're running single player and you're wondering how you can install world edit is a mod as well as a server plugin. Personally, if you were to ask me, what I would do is set up a server and then put world edit on the server. I would not install it in single player. Why? Because once I have a server, I can ask my friends to come in and play with me, and that's more fun that way. Eric just gave us a time check for 5 minutes left. Thank you, Eric.
I don't know. This needs doing me in.
Did you find something?
Nah, I give up.
His knees are too strong.
I don't pretend to know what's going on.
His knees are too strong.
I think it's just fucked. I think it's just absolutely...
Have you checked the polygons?
I don't give a fuck anymore, dude. I'm just more than willing to let that need die.
Angelo
as long as it doesn't get shown in a shot, I don't give a fuck.
You've taken my logic. You finally accepted the knee. The knee.
I feel like I finally reached the point. Did you do this much when it was you trying to figure this out? 'Cause I think I
spent forever trying to figure out what the fuck's happening. Do I have to start all over? I don't want to start all over.
I've just given up, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's working for the other knee. I don't get it. It should be both knees. It's not both
doing
knees.
The same thing for both knees. Exactly.
Why is it not both knees? I don't get it.
It's doing my head in.
I want to die.
As long as you know how to, you can work on your composition skills. You learn how to not show the knee. Always a good thing to take out of everything.
Remember, kids, it's not the knee that's important, it's the cinematography.
Exactly. I got a few questions. Crow asked, what is Conquest? Conquest is the Conquest is the texture pack that we're using. Angelo says that you can press F3R to reload the world. I'm 99% sure that doesn't work because I've tried that before, but I can try it again. I'm gonna try it on this fence here. Set biome, plains. Okay, F3R. Nope, that does not work. Set biome forest. You have to disconnect and reconnect. Crow asked, what are you making? We're making little bits of farms over here. If you played Skyrim, you would have seen this in the Skyrim world. There's little patches of farms growing specific crops. So we've got some carrots going here, cabbages going over there, potatoes going over there, and more cabbages over there. Yeah, we're a bit low on time, I think. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna hurry up and finish up this this one farm here, and then I can call this a day. Cabbage.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah.
The message that I sent you. I've got nothing going on for the next couple days. If you wanted me to come down, like tomorrow, at all.
Sure. I've got work on Monday.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't like. Are you streaming tomorrow or?
No, I'm not doing anything tomorrow.
I'm not doing anything tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't have to stay the night. I can just come around and fuck about.
Cool.
Cause I got nothing on.
Yeah. Most of the time I spend my days not doing anything, working on the Levaslier manga. Cause yeah, it's taking a while to get that one done.
Oh yeah.
Cabbages. Angelo managed to spell out cabbages. Nice. Well, I mean, what do we have? We got cabbages now. We got potatoes over there. How do you say carrot?
Are we talking about Kazaz?
Carrot.
Caraps?
Carrots.
Saps.
Oh, hey, Eric says hi, Dave, before the stream ends.
Oh, is Eric in here?
Yeah, Eric's a moderator. He's EPAN.
Fuck yeah, man. How you doing, Eric? I haven't talked to you in ages.
He's gonna do his masters in New South Sydney. New South Wales.
New South Sydney?
Fantastic.
I don't even know what mung is.
Huh? Mungdade? What is Mungdade?
Oh.
Huh?
I'll take it.
What was it?
It's like Monday, but Mungday.
Ah. Yeah.
I'll take it.
It's your day now.
I like being a day.
Have you ever told the story? I think I've told this story. Have you ever told the story of, like, when someone read your name and they were like, Daddy?
Oh. Which one are you talking about in particular?
I don't know. How many times has that happened?
So when I like 2 or 3 jobs ago, I used to work in a supermarket and I used to have to wear a name tag.
Yeah.
One day, like I've had multiple pronunciations of my name. I've had the correct pronunciation, which is Dade.
Yeah.
I've had people say Dade. I've had people say Diddy.
What?
But one day, and this has only happened twice, but the first one is the one that I will remember and cherish forever. I was working one day. I was scanning through an old lady's groceries.
Yep.
And she looks at my name tag and she goes, "Oh, Daddy, that's a weird name."
A
And
sweet
it's
old
like
lady
time
as
stood
well.
still.
Hey?
Cause you don't. It's like time stood still because I didn't know how to react to that. I was just confused.
How
actually
else would you
stopped-
react to a sweet old lady?
I stopped mid-scan. I thought about it for like a moment. I looked up at her. And in the moment that I looked up at this, and like, it was obviously a mistake because I looked up at this sweet old lady and I looked at her. And in just a moment, you could see her go from a smile to a realization of what she'd just said. And I just said, my name's Dade, actually. Not
Yeah.
that it makes the situation any better.
How'd you react to that?
I feel like it kind of made it worse. I feel like saying nothing would probably be better than
Probably.
anything I said.
Probably.
I could have continued the rest of that transaction in silence, other than, well, that'll be this amount. Just off card, please. Have a good day.
What if you owned up to it? Why, yes,
You mean,
ma'am,
what
that
if
is
I-
a very strange name.
Are you asking, like, what if I said to this sweet old lady, like, I can be?
You could have said that your mother named you after something she liked.
She did, though.
Yeah, yeah.
I just genuinely, like, it was a moment. And in that moment, I panicked. I was like, because so many things were going through my head. The first one being, did she just call me daddy? The second one being, no, surely not. By the 8th
time's
thought that went through my head, I was like, oh, nah, that's not my name.
I'm gonna have to end up the stream right now. I do want to address something. Rusty did say that these farms won't work in the medieval setting because the farms are not decorational. These are not decorational farms. These are functional farms. If you're wondering why we're not filling up every single block here with carrots, it's because that's not how farms look in real life. Blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna finish up this command real quick. Set biome mountain edge, and then I'm gonna end the stream. Angelo managed to spell out daddy.
Yeah, I've been seeing that. Yeah, we've got daddy, we've got dadai.
Did I?
We got Didi. I didn't know it was possible to put an I after an E, but there it is.
Alright, let's relog and see how this looks. Okay, yeah, we're 4 minutes over time. This will be fine. This will be fine. Okay, and... bingo. I don't know what type of farm this is.
We are over time, aren't we?
Yeah, it looks like marijuana, but it's... no, what type of marijuana looks like that? No, that's fine. It's fine. It's just... It's marijuana that's on marijuana. It's fine. We'll be fine. What the fuck?
What'd you do?
I set the fence to rope. Set biome forest. Fixed it. All good. No worries.
Nice.
We good. Alrighty. Let me start drawing my face. Hey, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you have not already, make sure you give this video a thumbs up because it really does help the channel. Again, link to our Discord is in the description. If you're not on our Discord, that's where all of us gather up. Whether I'm streaming or not, you can find me on the Discord always. With that said and done, I will see you guys next stream on Thursday. Yeah, that's it, I think. Cheers! Give it a second. I need to sit here awkwardly for a few more seconds because the stream lags.
Yeah.
So, just...
I'm surprised you don't just end it by saying, okay, bye.
That's gonna live on forever.
It's a classic.
Okay,
Oh man.